Pat Robertson continued to talk about his prayers impacting the path of a hurricane this week. So let's look at what he said now.
Over the years, we've seen a tremendous number of hurricanes. This was called Hurricane Alley, and we've seen many prayers being answered. We prayed together and our staff a few days ago and asked the Lord to move that hurricane's course away from this area. And from what we gather right now, the storm track has shifted south of this area, and we no longer are under the threat of a serious hurricane here. I know people have been asking what we're doing, and what we're doing is we're just fine. For that, I'm grateful. This is a lot of rain, but somehow God has answered prayer in relation to us here at Regent
we will
CB.
probably still, we won't get the eye, but we'll still have tremendous flooding here, I think.
We'll have flooding, but it won't be anywhere near what's going to happen down in Georgia and South Carolina. All I can say is thank the Lord that we, at this point, sitting here with CBN, Regent University, and all the things we do here, has been spared once again, and people have been praying, and I hope you would pray, those of you in Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, wherever you live, seek God, and He is able to give you relief, all right?
This is peak Pat Robertson. This is quintessential Pat Robertson. Let me tell you something. At least 15 people died as a result of this hurricane. This hurricane absolutely walloped North Carolina with extreme flooding. And that death toll, by the way, might tick up, and it might tick up quickly. Okay? I don't think it'll be as many as Katrina. I don't think it'll be as many as Maria, but I think it's going to tick up from 15. That's for damn sure. But even if it didn't tick up from 15, who goes out there and does a segment and says, "Thank the Lord for sparing us from this hurricane. I'm Pat Robertson, not to tell you this hurricane is bad. But Lord saved us, and we need to thank Him. Our prayer saved us." So, in other words, you couldn't give a fuck about all those poor souls that died because the hurricane hit a little south of you. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is convenient Christianity. I mean, my understanding is that the Jesus of the New Testament would be distraught over the deaths of the people who were caught up in this hurricane. I mean, we covered the story. There was a baby and a mom that died because a tree fell on them. And Pat Robertson's out there giving thanks to the Lord because the hurricane missed him. Well, maybe it's not about you personally. Maybe it's about everybody. How about that? But no, my prayers diverted the path of the hurricane. Imagine believing that. You're a grown-ass man, and that's what you believe? Your prayers prevented the hurricane from hitting you? I'm going to make the same point I make every time we do a Pat Robertson segment. Son, it's 2018. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Because your approach to things is so dead and gone. I mean, you're the last one remaining of the old school televangelists. Like the say anything, get away with it kind of televangelists. And he's still out there doing it as if we live in 1972. As if the Google machine doesn't exist and we can't fact check his punk ass. But he also, I mean, listen, he lets you know how selfish he is in this clip right here. It's not, hey, let's give a prayer for the 15 people that died. It's not, oh my God, the flooding is catastrophic and I hope everybody listens to the authorities. It's not, what we're going to do is try to help those people. Because remember, Mr. Jesus over here, we're going to try to help those people. We're going to fundraise and help them out and donate food and things of that nature. None of that. Jesus done help me because I didn't personally die in the hurricane even though other people did. I'm a man of God. I'm a good person. Thank you, Lord. So now you know, if there was some sort of disaster where every place but Pat Robertson's studio got wiped out, he'd be out there thanking God. Quite a perspective to have.